Hello, and welcome to Kaiser Dragon Gaming. Basically, we are the reinvented channel for the one and only. Well, I'm not going to tell you my name, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, so today we're playing a bit of Gran Turismo 6. We're going to explain the ins and outs of photo mode and sort of how you get them on your machine, how you get them sort of maybe into Facebook or onto your favourite publishing website. It's just going to take, 5 to 10 minutes. You will need a memory stick or some form of compatible memory device for the console. If you haven't got one, I suggest you go either buy one or find one. I don't know if your mobile phones will work. iPhone is definitely incompatible. Anything iOS, incompatible. But if you have an Android device or you have an older phone that maybe is able to have photos put to it, you might be okay. So first things first, you'll obviously need some photos. Now I'm going to go take some. So we're going to go over to photo travel. We're going to take a few pictures. So don't mind me while I sit down a minute. Oosh. We're going to pick. Where should we go? Let's go to Ronda. I've not been to Ronda for a while, so this will be good. I am actually driving the FT1 GT Vision car, which is a very nice car. I had to drive it to around the track the other day. It's quite a difficult car to drive, and there it is. So first things first, I'm going to choose an angle or a viewpoint I like. In photo mode, this is almost important. You don't have to worry too much. I'm going to pick viewpoint 1, which is usually the easiest one for you to be able to manipulate and move around the car to find the sort of angle you want. Now this is true within race replays as well, as far as I know. So where do we want? I want this angle. Okay. So now I know you want to sort of look at the car and go, right, I want to be pointing here, so that when I move it's not going to help. Just reset the camera, click confirm. So you want to press X. Now this is where it gets fun. So what we're going to do is look at those fans. Holy balls. That is pretty amazing. Okay, I like this. Okay, so I'm going to change it up. I don't like this aspect ratio, so I'm going to change it to 16:9, which is what most displays use today. You can have a filter if you like. You can go black and white or extreme monochrome or cross-processing or miniature or partial colour, which is going to be cool because the colour in the background will go black, and then anything that's on the car that's coloured will highlight in the colour that it is in. So in this case it's red, which is the colour I've chosen. If you have a 3D enabled TV or you have a 3D enabled device or another way to view a 3D image, you can always create a 3D photo, but I'm not going to do that today. And then I'm going to click back. So that menu was on triangle. If I want to focus on a particular part of the car, make that the focal point, like I did do on the fans, I press the square button and you'll see that the little crosshair blinks green. I'm kind of liking, you can view on the back end of the car if you like to sort of blur the front, which is quite artistic, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to keep the focus on the front end, I think. So now you've got all sorts of different options, as you can see down the left and right hand sides of the screen. I want to select the object, and this is where you can get a little bit creative. You can move the car if you think, oh, I didn't pick the right angle, which I'm going to do. You've also got some options in there, as well as so you can change your tyre angle, have them pointing towards or away, which is pretty snazzy. I'm going to point them away actually, so we can get a good look at those rims. Look at them, those alloys though. And I'm going to turn the side lights on. I've always liked side lights on cars, especially when they look sort of neon and they run down the lights rather than inside. Unlike the BMW ones are a little bit different. I do like the angels on the BMW headlights, but I'm happy with that. So I'm going to click what's the back button, and that will then put the car in its current area. And now I want to do some zoomage. So if I hold right one and use the right stick, I can zoom in and out. If I want to change any other parameters along the bottom, such as I don't know what that is, I think it's exposure, and then camera, how fast it fires its lens, you can do that, and you can even change the brightness with this EV setting. And that's pretty ugly. I don't like that. I'm actually going to tone it down. I mean, you know, you can do what you like. I'm going to put it at about 2, I reckon. Quite happy with that. And I'm going to press X to take the picture. Easy peasy. I'll wait for the game to load. Load. And there is your beautiful shot. Look at that bad boy. Isn't that a beauty? So now, if you want to save the image, you press X. If you want to go again, you press back. It doesn't save the image if you press back. So if you're not happy with what you've taken, just press back. You've all got all sorts of different settings, but obviously I'm going to leave those for you to play around with because I haven't got time to go through all those. But now, here comes the good bit. So we're going to go back, 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 and all the way out into the start screen again. So we want to go back to where our tiles are, and this is where you have to get your memory stick. And what we want to do is you can either go left one all the way along, or you can scroll, and you want gallery. Now in gallery you'll find all sorts of new and cool options. Hopefully my memory stick is in the right format. But I've inserted my memory stick into the USB port, one of them, or one of many on your front of your console. And in here you'll see replays, photos, music, and movies, which I believe are like the opening and closing credits and the Ayrton Senna movie, which I've not yet watched, I don't think. In here you'll find all the pictures you've taken. So this is all the pictures that I've taken within the game. Now a lot of these are on GT6 races. I just want this one. So here you can again have a good look at it. Yep, very impressed with that. Now what you want to do is you can, as you just saw, you'll see an export. You want to either select it and press back, and that will give you this option. Or if you just want to go, nope, I've seen it, I've looked at it, I just want it on something else, you press the select button, and then you press on these funky tick buttons down the side. Now this is selecting up to 30 images, I believe, to copy. And then what you want to do is you'll see this manage files pop up at the same time. You want export files. Now this will say you want to export them to the XMB, which is your cross media bar, which is on your console. We don't then touch GT6 again. So we click yes, and hopefully this doesn't, it's not 502 megabytes or whatever it says it is, it's nowhere close. It'll only take up a couple of kilobytes, if that, maybe a meg at best. But that's it, we are done with the game. You can save the game if you like, but in this case I am just going to quit the game and jump out. So off we go. Bye bye. Right, now becomes the next good bit. So once you've have got your pictures, you can copy as many as you like. It will take longer.
Copy sort of all 30, it might take up
to half an hour to copy them onto your XMB. Usually it won't, but you never know. So in here you'll see all these funky options. You'll see photo, video, along with all your other options. And my USB is apparently being recognised, which is a good start. Now you'll see these folders that the game creates. So I've got GT5 and GT6, so you want the GT6 folder. And in here you'll see all the pictures that I have taken that have been uploaded. If you want any pictures I have taken, please do contact me and I can message them across to you elsewhere. And there is my Ronda FT1. Look at that bad boy. Now you can set these as your PlayStation home screen if you want to, set as wallpaper. But for this one, we just want to copy it. So we press triangle and we go to copy. And then we select our device and it will then create a folder called GT6, and in that folder it will probably create photos, or it will do it the other way around, photos, GT6, doesn't matter. Now it's a copy complete, that's it, we are done on our console. Now all that remains to do is you plug your USB stick into your PC, whether it be a Mac or a Windows laptop, desktop, whatever you use, plug it into a USB port and find the folder. It's pretty obvious what it is, and that's it. That is pretty much the process. All you have to do then is upload it to Facebook or your favourite photo publishing website. Now, if you have any questions, do not be afraid to ask. Obviously, I am here for your benefit as well as everyone else's, and I will help you out with whatever needs you might have. So, don't be afraid, and until the next